Hello, welcome to this Team Pro 101 guide. If you're watching this video, you must be a team lead, or maybe you're thinking of potentially starting your own team. Well, if you are, I'm here to give you a few tips and tricks to help you maximize your success through the SetSchedule platform. My name is Daniel, and I'm excited to share some advice with you. One of the biggest friction points most team leads deal with is setting KPIs for their downline team members. Key performance indicators are vital when it comes to setting the right expectation and keeping your team on track. More importantly, they need to be measurable. I get asked all the time, Danny, how do I know what numbers to hold my team accountable for? Your team ecosystem tracks many data points you'll want to monitor. Everything from the number of leads your team has consumed to the number of transactions each individual team member has closed. So, what should you track? Start from the top of the funnel, starting with how many new leads each team member consumes on a monthly basis. The goal is that each team member has a list of 100 opportunities they can consistently work throughout the month. This means you want to see a consumption of 8 to 9 leads per month at the minimum per team member. This will allow your team to have a strong stream of prospects to fill their pipeline with. This also helps provide a clear picture of the number of possible transactions based on your team's personal conversion rate. This will allow a clear number of future transactions, which is really important. Great. From there, the next step is to work through these prospects. This is where you, as the team lead, can affect the team's success the most. Set up a strong nurturing follow-up through flowcharts with emails and text messages, templates, coupled with calls and voicemails. I've previously recorded a video on this topic as it was widely requested from our viewers. You can view the video on the top right of your screen. If you haven't already, I highly recommend you review it. I speak about best practices and protocols and why it's vital to have a strong follow-up process when working with online leads. Don't leave this to your team. Give them a strong structure is not enough. You also need to hold them accountable for executing it. How do you do that, you might ask? Well, schedule a 30-minute meeting with each team member once a week to review. Review specific examples by going through their CRM, whether you're using your SetSchedule CRM or have set up an automation to push consumed leads from the SetSchedule CRM to your already established one. Spend the time to review 3 different cold, warm, and hot opportunities to confirm your team is executing the flow you've set up. If not, make the proper adjustments and review next week. If you don't understand how important this is, let me explain. This is where almost 80% of agents drop the ball and lose out to their competition. Don't be the team lead that allows your team to miss the mark. Once you've established a strong review process on a weekly basis, you'll see far more engagement between your team and their prospects, and that's great. The next measurable KPI would be the number of cold, warm, or hot opportunities within each team's pipeline. Generally, I play by a 50-30-20 rule. 50% of the leads will be cold, 30% will be warm, and the 20% should be hot. If your team is not seeing these ratios, you want to start looking at the cold and warm opportunities to see how you can advise your team to affect the opportunity directly. During your one-on-one 30-minute review meetings, review these specific opportunities and start to help your team on approaching, training, and managing their leads in detailed manner. This not only helps you have a clear picture of their business, but more importantly, gives the opportunity for you to give them advice on how to handle specific scenarios they may not know yet. Spend time with your team. It will pay you back tenfold as you continue to grow. All right, I know that may seem like a lot, but to recap, there were 2 discussed KPIs you want to measure. The first one, the number of opportunities consumed per month. Second, the disposition of the temperaturization of the opportunities consumed. From here, I want to provide a general tip. Find yourself a lead revival specialist. This person will help maintain all the old archived opportunities that you have not been able to connect with. Once this person connects, you'll want them to reassign the opportunity to an agent capable of working that territory. As a rule of thumb, you'll want to understand the conversion rates between each individual deal stage and the sales cycle. Start from your lead to connections, from connections to appointments, from appointments to transactions. I like to use the 50% rule here. For every 100 leads, I expect to connect with 50. The 50 we don't connect with will be put into a long-term nurturing drip campaign. Of the 50 I do connect with, 25 of those will generally be good, positive conversations, and the other 25 will be removed from the funnel completely. From there, I can expect to meet on a one-on-one basis with 12 to 13 of those, and of those 12 to 13, 6 will transact. By the way, this falls right within the 6% transaction rate window we see here at SetSchedule. This is why it's imperative that as a team lead, you know what each team member's KPIs and where they stand within the expected numbers are. Again, hold your team accountable for their actions, and you'll both see far more success not only with your SetSchedule opportunities, but within your general practice of business. Whoa, that was a lot of information. If you found anything within this video useful, give the video a thumbs up, and in the chat, let me know what it was. Here at SetSchedule, we put a lot of effort into these one-on-one videos, and I'd like to hear more from you. Again, my name is Daniel. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one-on-one series.